Hi YouTube. Um, I just wanted to come on really quick and talk about struggles with depression. And I read this saying a long time ago, and I kind of use this kind of often because I think it's kind of important for anyone who suffered with depression to know about. It says that although we are not responsible for our disease, we are responsible for the cure. You understand? It's like a lot of times we're not responsible for all the heartbreaks and failures and sadness that we go through, whether it be on a daily basis, a monthly basis, whether it be something that you understand or something you don't understand. It's, shit happens. But a lot of times us with depression, it seems to me that we take on the other person's shame. Yeah, we take on the other person's shame. So if you were the one who was being raped, you take on your raper's shame. Or if you were the one who was being hurt, you take on your hurter's shame. Or if you were the one who was talked down to, instead of that person that hurt you having the shame, you, the one with the depression, tends to have shame. And it's like we carry around other people's shame. And it really shouldn't even be that way, because I didn't rape that person. I didn't call that person names for being overweight. I didn't call that person names for being poor. I didn't call that person names or try to abuse that person for whatever reason, because they're handicapped or whatever. But it's like instead of us being happy and proud within ourselves, we absorb the shame and frustration that's caused by other people out of their own ignorance. And it's like, I just want to talk to all the people that suffer from depression, and I just want to let you know that you're not a sponge. Don't take on other people's failures and other people's shames. Just live for you and love you, even if nobody else does. Because honestly, just things happen. Things happen throughout life. People say things to hurt you. People say things to put you down. But it must be a reason for all that. It must be some sort of life force that they're keeping you from enjoying, or they're keeping you from achieving. I believe that we all have missions in life. We all have goals. We all have preordained destinies that have been planted in us from Father God. And I'm not gonna apologize for being a Christian, because that's what I am and that's who I am. I am a Christ follower, and that's what I believe. So, with that being said, I believe that we are born with seeds that are planted within us for things that we are supposed to do for Father God's kingdom, to help our brothers and sisters. And I consider all of us to be brothers and sisters, no matter race, no matter nationality, no matter whatever. So I feel that whenever you've been beat up on, and I'm talking about as far back as you can remember, things that have beat you up, things that have weighed you down, things that have kept you from achieving the goals that you were supposed to achieve, and the things that you were supposed to do for the betterment of Father God's kingdom, I feel that that's like a negative force that knew this person is supposed to be somebody. This person is supposed to do something. This person is supposed to say something that's going to affect a lot of people's lives. So I got to stop this from happening. And when I say I'm talking about Satan. Because whatever your religion is, he is our enemy. So, if he had a glimpse into your future, if he had a glimpse into who you were supposed to be and what you were supposed to do, why wouldn't he try to stop it from happening? You understand? Why wouldn't he try to hold you back? Why wouldn't he try to hold you down? Why wouldn't he cause you to be abused and neglected from a young age as a child? Whether it be from parents, whether it be from siblings, whether it be from friends at school, whether it be abuse on the job, whether it be not being able to do the things you want to do because of lack of funds, whether it be so many doors that have been closed in your face, and you know something ain't right. You know something is just not adding up to be right, because you feel in your heart, you feel in your soul that you're supposed to be somewhere, you're supposed to be doing something, but it's always something holding you back. And then the depression sets in, and you listen to the depression, which is another form of a demonic entity. Anything that is against you is a demonic entity. You know? Oh, I was hurt yesterday by these people, so I don't want to go around them no more. Or I was talked about by these ones, so I don't even want to try no more. And I'm going to walk around with my head down all the time, and I'm not going to lift my head up because I don't want nobody looking at me. But they looking at you anyway. Or I'm just going to sit in the house and I'm just going to eat. I'm going to stay in the bed all day, and I'm going to get up and eat, and I'm going to go to the bathroom, and I ain't going to bathe, and I'm going to lay back down and wallow in my shame. Or I'm just going to lay down into the mud, hoping that I'll die soon. I'm just going to lay in this mud. I ain't going to get up and clean myself off. I ain't going to get up and wipe myself off. But I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, get up and clean yourself off. Wipe yourself off. Do better for yourself. Not only do better for yourself, but do better for your other brothers and sisters who are looking at you for help and support. You know, they say without the test, there's no testimony. So anyone who has suffered, anyone who has fallen, anyone who has considered themselves a failure, anyone who has been abused, you have a story to help somebody else along the line that has been through the same thing that you've been through. You understand? No, nothing that any of us go through is unique. All this is history repeating itself over and over and over again. And even while I'm talking to you, I'm still dealing with what I'm dealing with. I don't got no money in my pocket right now. I'm walking because I can't put no gas in my car. You understand? But at the same point in time, it's not going to get me down anymore. I refuse to be down and out. I refuse to be abused anymore. And I refuse to take it. I feel like I've been dealt every nasty hand that can be dealt to me. And I have cried, and I have pulled out my hair, and I have hid underneath tables in the corner, and I have suffered, and I have felt ashamed, and I have felt a failure, and I have felt nothing. And I steadily pumped my body up with food, thinking that was my only friend and that was going to solve my problems, until the time when I got to be 400 pounds. And you become more and more miserable. You become more and more frustrated. All because of depression. I believe right now that any negative force that is trying to take you out is only because it knows your true potential and who you are and what you can become. So, Jesus Christ suffered, was crucified on the cross, he rose in 3 days and ascended into heaven so that we would not have to give Satan the upper hand. But we go around thinking that this fool is more powerful than us. And in reality, he's not. And I'm laughing because I'm saying this in simple words. And while I'm speaking, I'm listening. You understand? Because believe me, when I tell you that I have been through some unspeakable, unimaginable things that will cause a person to run and jump into the Mississippi River, butt naked, confused. But I'm still here. So brothers and sisters, we got to realize we got the upper hand. We got the upper hand over drugs. We got the upper hand over abuse. We got the upper hand over poverty. We got the upper hand over any type of sin, any type of negative influence. No matter what you've been through, no matter what you've done, no matter where you've been, if you still have breath left in your body to listen to this videotape, then that means you have the power to overcome. And this is so real to me. When I do these videos, I don't really know how they're going to come out. I don't even know what's going to come out of my mouth. But I think right now, I'm going to leave it with that. You have the power to overcome. Just like I can get up and I ain't got nowhere to go and nobody to see. Put on my little eyeshadow and walk down the street and talk with this camera and don't give a damn about who watching or who seeing me or who thinking I'm peculiar or who thinking I'm strange because of what I'm doing. Maybe I am peculiar, maybe I am strange, but oh well. You can't live your life trying to please others. You can't live your life trying to make others happy. Because no matter how you try, those same people still gonna hate you anyway. You could take your last penny out of your pocket and give it to a person that hates you. And you best believe they still gonna hate you when you get done. And they're gonna consider you a fool at the same time. So, I think it's time for all of us to wisen up. And it's time for all of us to stand up. And it's time for us to give credit where credit is due. And that's in Father God Almighty. It's my mission and my plan to do whatever I can to enhance His kingdom. And I will give Him all the glory. Because He is the only one that has been there for me. He is the only one who has helped me. He is the only one who has provided a roof over my head, clothes on my body, and food in my stomach. When nobody else was there for me, Father God has always been there for me. And He's always made a way for me. And He always will make a way for His children. Sometimes we don't see what He's doing. Sometimes we're confused about what He's doing. We don't have no understanding. There's questions right now I don't have the answers to. But I have to believe deep down inside of myself that things will eventually get better. You know? I have to believe it. I have to have a hope deep down inside of me. And there's been many times when I wanted to give up on hope. But for some reason, it's something inside of me. It's a seed inside of me that won't let me give up on hope. That won't let me give up on faith, no matter how hard I try. And I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, no matter how many days you stay in that bed with them covers over your head and you don't want to get up and you don't want to face the world, eventually you're still going to have to get up. You're going to have to face the world. You're going to have to face your children. You understand? Because everybody hurts from depression. Even the dog that you didn't walk that day hurts from depression. You know? We claim we don't have friends, but sometimes when the phone rings and the friend is on the other end of the call ID, we don't even pick up the phone. Excuse me, my eyes are watering, not because I'm crying, but just because it's cold out here. So, reach out to your friends. Reach out to the people who really love you. And find support groups. Whatever your religion is, get into your church, get into your synagogue, get into your prayer center, get into your mosque, whatever it may be. And just try to find support for yourself. Don't just stay covered with this shit. Get up and wipe this shit off. And keep on stepping with your head held high. And so I'm gonna leave you with I'm loving me. And I hope that you're loving you. And I love you.